All right, guys, we're gonna go over rowing mechanics on the Concept 2. This is the same progressions that were taught at the Concept 2 seminar and when I worked with the Concept 2 rowing certification team. The very first thing we're gonna do is just a little bit about setup on the row machine and you getting on. So first thing is sit on the seat appropriately. Sit on your sit bones or at least in a tall posture rather than a slouched back posture where you're sitting on the top of your glutes. Sit onto your sit bones. The next step is ensuring that your foot pads are set up correctly. So when you slide your feet in, that the ball of the foot is on the nice little pad that's set out here for you. So you can adjust your stirrups up and down. Once your feet are in, you do not have to strap them in super hard. Just tuck them in nice and comfortably. And then again, we don't need uber posture while rowing. We actually want a relaxed posture because we're going to be holding it for an extended period of time, but we don't want a completely relaxed posture. Find a neutral position. You're going to reach forward and grab the handles. You're going to hold an overhand grip on the handles and a wide grip on the handles. Now, first off, I'm going to demonstrate some appropriate rowing mechanics, and then we're going to break it down into the drive and the recovery phases, as well as the finish and the catch. So, now, I am by no means a world-class rower, but at the same time, we can always improve our mechanics. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over our positions. The very first position we have is catch. Now, in catch, our arms are long, our eyes are forward, so our neck is vertical, our shins are vertical, our back is slightly leaning forward, and we'll be in what we'll term throughout the session a 1 o'clock position. From this position, we're gonna go through the drive to the finish position. So we have catch, start, drive position, finish. We started in a 1 o'clock position. We now end in an 11 o'clock position. We naturally pull the handles into the lower rib cage, keeping our wrists neutral. We don't want any weird positions here. So the wrists remain neutral, our eye gaze forward. This is finish. From here, we go back through the recovery phase. And then essentially rowing is going from obvious catch to finish through the drive and the recovery phase. So if we break this down, the best way to learn this, in my opinion, is to go from the back, working our way to the front. So we're going to begin in finished position. From finished position, all we're going to work on is arms only rowing. So we remain in an extended position. We don't have to be contracted, just an extended position. A 11 o'clock position in the back, hands at, wrists at neutral position, handle at rib cage, and simply extending the arms and pulling back in. This is arms only rowing. And this is also part of an appropriate warm-up protocol. Then from this position, we're gonna add in the back. So we have arms, lean. So we lean to the 1 o'clock position. Back to 11, arms. Arms 1, back to 11, arms. So it's always in a pattern. Arms back, back, arms. So the drive phase is always going to be back arms first, recovery arms back. All right. So this is back and arms rowing. And once you feel comfortable moving from here to the extended arm position, then opening up the back, closing the back and pulling with back and arms only, what the next step would be is to simply add a couple inches of leg drive or of seat movement. So we're from finish, arms, 1 o'clock, bend the knees in. Then it's knees, back, arms, back, knees. And then we try and flow that together in a natural row stroke. So we now have back, arms, and a slight leg drive. But note, one of the things I'm working on here is simply having the handle move by my knees before the knees extend. Or you can think the arms must extend before the knees bend. And once you get comfortable with this drill, all you're gonna do is simply extend the drill, adding a little bit more knee drive to each recovery phase. So we allow a full row stroke, right? And again, your focus is bringing those positions into play. They will slowly mold together lightly, but we don't want a drastic change. It's always going to be arms, back, legs. To the catch, legs, back, arms, arms, back, legs, legs, back, arms. And this is the pattern that we're working with consistently to ensure efficiency of our row stroke. The biggest thing here is we have to utilize the power of our legs and the power of our hips. All right, now, once we're breaking these down, you can break all these positions in reverse as well. So you could start in catch and simply work on legs only. Legs and back, back, legs, legs, back, legs. And then add the entire stroke in. So we've done the exact same progression from the catch out to finish versus finish to catch. Usually, I find it a lot easier to work from finish to catch. But as an athlete, it's always nice that you have multiple tools in your toolbox, as well as the ability to play and understand movements from both directions or both positions. So I think both are valuable in this case. So these are some basic drills that you can work on to understand and improve your rowing mechanics. I hope that was helpful, team.